feel sorry for anybody that was a part of this. If you invested money into this, you deserve to lose all the money that you put into it.
We're about to witness the downfall of Hawk Tuah Girl, aka Haliey Welch. Haliey created a crypto coin that allowed for people to invest in her. After Haliey started receiving all of these major investments, Haliey took that crypto coin that she had created and sold it all. One person who invested in her said that he had invested in upwards of $35,000, which was his life savings. So all these people that were investing were betting on the success of Hawk Tuah Haliey Welch. Another TikToker shared that what this method or what she had done is called a rug pull, and it is considered illegal. So will Haliey get arrested for this? I don't know. But I do believe this may contribute to the downfall of Hawk Tuah, our beloved Haliey Welch.
So Haliey Welch, whatever her name is. A Hawk Tuah girl, the one that got famous off of saying Hawk Tuah, spitting on that thing. Yeah, so she's scammed people, and now she could potentially be going to jail. So welcome to 2024. We're close to 2025, where you can walk down the street, make a sex joke, or say something pertaining to some sort of sex thing, and you become famous overnight. But what happens when you become so famous and fly too close to the sun? So I guess there was this crypto thing that she did, where she created a meme token out of her. I don't know a lot about crypto, but all I know is that there are people that do crypto scams, and we've heard a lot about people in the influencer YouTuber world that has done it, and it has not worked out well for them. When you do scams like that, there are harsh ramifications that come through it. So when you're a person that was living a normal life, doing whatever it is that you were doing, and then you come across an interview and you say something like, oh, I hawk to it and I spit on that thing when it comes to sex, and then you get success overnight, like more than you've ever imagined, because you probably weren't preparing your life for this. Where do you go? What do you do? Right. You create a podcast and you scam people out of millions of dollars.
If somebody goes viral by making a blowjob joke, don't invest in their meme coin. Got it?
So again, I'm not familiar with crypto anything. You know, I really wanted to get into the life because I know a lot of people were talking about it prior to becoming a big thing, and I really want to understand it more. But the one thing I definitely know is that if you don't know much about a thing, you shouldn't invest money into it. And the mere fact that some people lost all their life savings because they invested into her meme token, I don't know why you want people to feel bad for you. What did you expect to happen? Invested money into a woman that made a sex joke on a street interview, has a mediocre podcast. Somehow, some way, somebody wanted to create a reality show from her off of a sex joke? Are you kidding me right now?
There is a pretty high chance Hawk Tuah Girl didn't actually know this was going to happen and was simply paid a bunch of money by these people to run a meme coin launch, but not much sympathy. Though I don't have sympathy for anyone who lost money either, because why were you buying a coin called Hawk Tuah coin?
And then be shocked when you invest money into her and everything falls apart? Like, what sympathy are you wanting from other people? Like, how are you wanting people to respond to this nonsense? Because it is straight nonsense, because it doesn't make any sense. This was exactly what was supposed to happen. You were supposed to invest money into a person, into a brand that didn't prove themselves. She's young, she's very immature, she doesn't know what the hell life is all about, and you can tell. Even from the street interview and the overnight success that she got for the most part, she didn't even want to give credit to the guy. She was trying to shame the guy for even putting that interview out to begin with.
Hawk Tuah! I was being a little bit of a smartass too, because you're going to come up to me with a microphone and ask me something like that? Oh, well, I'm going to hawk Tuah and spit on it, you know.
Have you talked to that dude? Have you said thank you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Making you famous?
Well, see, we reached out to him and I asked him to stop posting those videos.
Okay. Tim and DTV. All right. You said we better post that?
Yes.
Okay.
Post it through.
All right.
But yeah, you're reaping all the benefits that came from that interview, which means you're not a grateful person. And it shows a lot about someone's character that could be put into the spotlight, talk shit about the people that helped them get there, as if they just got there on their own because their merits and their character brought them there, not the assistance of someone else. It's just really interesting. I opened up my laptop, went on YouTube, and all of a sudden I saw Haliey Welch's face on people's thumbnails talking about scamming people and is she going to jail? And I was like, wow, how the mighty have fallen. And a lot of people were saying this, not to me, but I'm sure when it came to other bigger YouTubers, people were shaming people for calling out Haliey about her and her 15 seconds of fame. Boo, it passed. You said your joke, move on. But she rode that she rode that Haktua train into the ground to the point where she thought the next best thing was to create a crypto token and scam people out of money. You have to be prepared for a life that's going to be elevated once you hit a certain level of success. A viral moment or just something hitting the algorithm gods and you just end up skyrocketing. But you have to be mentally prepared for it. But I feel like there's a level of maturity that has to come when you are in the limelight. Like, you really have to take that seriously. You can't just be all willy-nilly with whatever things you're trying to accomplish. And just listening to the interviews when it came to this crypto scam that she did, she sounded like a person that didn't need to be in the room when people were having adult conversations. She sounded very young, which is who she is, a very young, naive girl who made a sex joke in a street interview that became an overnight success. That's it. She could have taken that money, ran it, and created something that didn't have to be so publicized, so she can do whatever she wants and no one has to shame her for all the bad decisions that she ends up making. Because this was not a life that she created for herself. There was never a moment where we can look back as of right now and be like, oh, she's been on this train for a while. She's been trying to get into this successful influencer world, and this street interview set her off, and now she can do the thing that she always wanted to do. No.
So it blew up in a day.
It blew up.
And then were people trying to search you out? Because were you on social media at the time?
I was not. I had a burner account, so I'd creep on there, but nobody could figure out who it was.
Was there a reason you got off social media?
I just never really got on it much. I didn't care to see anything on there, post anything.
This was never the goal of hers. She just so happened to be at the right place at the right time and said the thing that got her the recognition that she wanted, or that just happened to come whether she wanted it or not. So instead of just keeping it to the podcast, which you don't have to be an overnight success and have millions of dollars to have a podcast, but instead of just keeping it like that and just getting the guests that you've been getting, you decided to go down the crypto realm. I'm not saying much, but what I'm saying is that if you're not partnering with people that know more than you, that have a pattern of being respected in that industry as a person that has all this money now, you are setting yourself up. And she did. And I guess there was this interview that she did and her crew with CoffeeZilla, which I don't know if you guys if you're not familiar with CoffeeZilla, he has a channel on YouTube where he does a lot of proofs that things are scams, and he showcases them on his channel from doing all the research. And there's this interview that he does with Haliey and her crew, and it just makes her and her team look so foolish.
I'm really happy to answer any
questions.
I have questions.
I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the f are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No, that's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We could answer that.
You know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account.
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for $50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for $50K? Yeah, right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bull scammers out here. Not us. Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet, you've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much
sale.
did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
selling
we
out
made.
your fans. So
Over here, can you give
exact?
Hold on, CoffeeZilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So y'all just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's not just snipers.
That was not us.
That was listen. You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees, right? Who's making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think there's so many expenses.
Who
right?
makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora Pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that
which,
who does that belong to?
that belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haliey Welch, right? And
how much does Haliey Welch own?
This is Haliey Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? Right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Millions of
day
dollars
one,
in fees from the
day
rug.
two, day three. You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haliey Welch make of that 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
I'm telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It goes
when you're
to
charging
attorneys.
15%,
it goes to accounts. It goes to directors.
If you're charging
it goes to
15%
staff,
on the rug pool,
right?
and you're profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pool,
rug pull because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc,
you're saying,
do the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled the rug. There was no rug pulled.
3%.
You're defaming our character. It's bullshit.
You talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit. So why?
No, you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day one from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% tree sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public?
I don't feel bad for anybody that invested money into this. And you want to know why? While there are people out there that are just asking for a like and subscribe, those are free. You can do it right there from your phone. Just tap and you're good. No money's being exchanged. You out here giving money to someone who talked about spitting on a man in the sexual way, and you thought that was the best person to invest money in. That's all I'm saying. People were talking that everybody was jealous of her until it came out that she was actually not that good of a person. So it's just very odd. It's odd how you can be a person that has common sense and you can read the room before everybody else. People shame you until you are proven to be right, and then they applaud you. Not that I want to be right, but what I'm saying is that I wasn't proven wrong. I just knew that when you hit a certain level at a very fast pace, you tend to fall because you were not equipped with the right equipment to handle that success at such a fast pace. And so you could only go so far up before you hit the ground. Poor thing. No one told Haliey, like, just because you're successful doesn't mean you need to delve into everything. Like, she could have done the route of, vlogging life. She could have actually created a series on YouTube about her life. And for whoever wanted to watch it could have watched it. Something that wasn't going to be so offensive, as opposed to stealing a bunch of money from people with a crypto meme token. It's only funny because people put the money into it and then they get shocked and mad at her, as opposed to being mad at themselves for putting their money into a person that said hi to her. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're always notified about the new videos that I have coming out. Let me know in the comments below, were you familiar with the Haktua meme token scam? I find it funny, only because it's like, what did you guys expect to happen? You could tell just looking at her There is no reason for anybody to invest any money into a meme token that she created, but people did, and now they're mad because they lost money. But it's like, you should be mad at yourself, because why did you think that was going to work out for you? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be very intrigued to hear what you guys think. Also, if you guys do not know, I have a website, AllieRobbins.com. You can find everything that I'm doing up there, as well as a podcast that I have. And that's where I talk about literally everything that goes on behind the scenes of my travels and adventures as a solo content creator, good and the bad, on social media, whether it's Instagram or platforms like that. I normally show the beautiful side of things. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that I would only show on my podcast. But yeah, follow the podcast, Allie versus the World. All that will be found in the description bar below. I love you all. This has been a fun time. It's just very funny seeing people, get super successful and have no idea what to do with it, so they immediately go towards the scam route. For some reason, it seems like the easiest thing to do when you can just be an honest person and just do something in the honest realm. I don't know. This is me speaking out loud. I don't know why people decide to go down the scam route, but it is what it is. It's actually way more common than you think. Despite all that I just said, I love you all, and I hope to see you all come back for the next